This is MDI TV.
Every new mother is told by a nurse in the hospital that breastfeeding is best for her baby. So why does only about 1 in 7 mothers in the U.S. follow the Surgeon General's recommendation to breastfeed their babies for at least the first 6 months? As I just said, every new mother is told by a nurse in the hospital that breastfeeding is best for her baby. It used to be that new mothers were surrounded by other women who could support them through their first fumbling attempts to connect baby to breast. Sara Strobel's a mother and a labor and delivery nurse. She offers the first brief lessons on breastfeeding, and she sees the frustration that overcomes many new mothers as they realize right after making it through childbirth that beginning to breastfeed can be an uncomfortable, even painful process.
We see many women in the community that just breastfeed, and it seems so easy and natural, and it is. It gets to that point, but it doesn't always start off that way. It is a process of learning on the baby's behalf and on the mom's behalf.
Home from the hospital, many new mothers are often largely on their own. Their friends and spouses or partners back at work, families scattered far away. They're deprived of sleep and have no one with experience close at hand to help them over the common yet painful hurdles of clogged milk ducts, mastitis, or thrush infections. The gap between expectations and reality can be daunting.
Because of the medical recommendations in this day and age that most women do have their baby and expect that they will breastfeed, but for any number of reasons they come up against barriers. And one of those is that breastfeeding, while it does occur naturally for a lot of moms and babies, it doesn't occur naturally for every mom and baby. So women need help, and a lot of times their mothers have not breastfed. And so they can't go to their moms or to an aunt or someone else in their community who is able to help them.
Support groups such as La Leche League International can help fill the void left by the disappearance of traditional family and community support for new mothers.
Well, I find that I tend to only come to meetings when I'm having a specific problem, but I always get lots of different answers from the leaders and from the other mothers, and even if there isn't a solution, just having the support of the other people listening and knowing that I'm not the only one going through the specific problem has been really helpful.
I like to come to this group because I don't have a lot of other friend moms in the area. I'm from the Bay Area, and most of my friends are there, and so this is kind of a place where I can just get support, just being even in the room, even if I don't always come with burning issues like some other moms do. It's just nice to kind of be around people who are, who are going through the same thing, who can relate to you.
Daisy Grattan's been nursing her daughter Golda for 10 months. She agrees their success does have to do with the type of family she grew up in and the support she received from her extended family in the early stages of breastfeeding. Her case highlights another important barrier to breastfeeding: work.
I think another part of the reason I was successful is because I quit my job, which is a really, really, really touchy subject, but I just find it really kind of condescending that the established medical community expects women to breastfeed exclusively for 6 months, but the legal federal Family Leave Act only gives you 12 weeks at home. So how are you supposed to do that,
How indeed? The medical evidence is unambiguous. Breastfeeding is good for both mother and baby. But our mobile lives, jobs that rarely offer nursing mothers more than a closet for breast pumping, and the after effects of decades during which mothers were told that breastfeeding was old-fashioned, well, all of that means that new mothers are too often stranded with the burden of knowing they should be breastfeeding their babies, but without the support to make it work.